Here's a story about a Pakistani man who sells street food to make ends meet. Carrying a 25-kilogram large pot on his head that contains sizzling chickpea stew, Billu moved towards his food cart, covering a mile-long distance on foot. Billu's father was a hardworking man who did his best to raise him, teaching him the value of perseverance and hard work. Billu's life had never been easy. Born into a struggling family in the heart of the city, he had never known luxury. His grandfather had passed away when he was just a young boy, leaving his secret chickpea stew recipe to Billu. In a busy corner of Lahore, beneath the early morning sun, a man named Billu sets up his small roadside stall every day. As seen, his cart is nothing extravagant, just a weathered wooden cart with a large pot bubbling with spicy, delicious-smelling curry and a sizzling pot of masala chickpea curry. Yet, to the people who passed by, this humble cart was a beacon of comfort, warmth, and flavor in a city filled with chaos. As a young man, Billu had tried his luck in many jobs, from working in factories to running small errands for people. One day, as he sat on a crowded bus on his way home from another long, thankless day, a thought struck him, a thought that changed his life forever. He could sell food using the recipe his grandfather gave him. Food had always been a source of joy in his life, filling their small home with the aroma of spices. It was something simple but satisfying, and he realized that if he could replicate those flavors, he could share a little happiness with the people around him too. With the little savings he had left, Ron bought a cart and some basic cooking equipment. He found a busy street corner where the crowds of office workers, students, and vendors passed by every day. He started small, cooking traditional Pakistani dishes. His food was made with love, each dish carefully prepared to perfection. It didn't take long before word spread. His food was delicious. This chickpea stew is served with naan, which is a white flatbread baked in traditional tandoor. Filled with spicy masala, the chickpea curry is a treat for hundreds of Lahoris who come daily to grab a bite and enjoy their meal. Every morning before dawn would rise, his back aching from the long hours of work ahead. He would gather fresh ingredients from the market, boil chickpea, marinate meats, and prepare the spices that would bring his dishes to life. By sunrise, his cart is ready, And as the day progresses, the smell of his cooking would drift through the air, drawing in the hungry customers. There were days when the crowds were so large that Imran could barely keep up with the demand. But he worked tirelessly, sweating under the scorching heat, with his eyes fixed on his goal. A better life for himself
Thanks to Almighty, I can providing for kids. What more can I need? I sell organic chicken stew and egg chickpea curry. My prices are very affordable, starting from 100 rupees only. You're try and taste my food, and you will know why there are so many people. My Almighty has blessed me. I service my neighborhood and community centers around. My grandfather used sell food here 45 years ago. Now I have taken over. My location is Makkah Plaza Shoe Market, Billu Murg Shanay.
There were also days when the weather was harsh or the sales were low, but he never gave up. He knew that every dish he served was a small victory, a step closer to his dream. Though he lived in modest conditions, Billu's heart was full. His small stall became a place of comfort for the people of the neighborhood. The elderly man who came every morning for a plate of spicy chickpeas, the university students who grabbed a quick lunch between classes, the busy workers who smiled at the familiar taste of home-cooked food, they all came back because of Billu's kindness, his laughter, and the care he put into every meal. But the true joy came from seeing his customers smile. Despite the long hours and hard work, Billu had found something more valuable than money. He had found purpose. Every day as he served his food at super cheap prices to many in Pakistan, he reminded himself that even the simplest of jobs could hold immense dignity. He was not just a street vendor, he was a storyteller through food, sharing a piece of his soul with each customer. Billu's business grows every day as he aspires to open a small restaurant one day, perhaps even dream of opening a chain. But no matter how much success he achieves, he never forgets his roots. He always returned to his humble cart on that same corner, serving food with the same care and love that had brought him so far. And in his heart, he knew that his real success wasn't in the money or the fame. It was in the joy he brought to others, one plate at a time.